Hi, it's been a minute.
This video was formed from a live ostrich.
I was gonna record this video without my glasses on so you could see the makeup, but I feel uncomfortable, so now I need my glasses. Where are my glasses? There is so much new music being released in the next couple months, so I am back to album reviews. Let me know if there's any other music-related content you guys would want to see from me. When I rebranded this channel, I said I wanted to do music-related content, and since then I have only done album reviews. I want to do more than that, but I just don't have ideas. So if you have any ideas or anything you'd want to see from me, comment down below. But on to today's video. Pennyboard released their debut EP, What If As If, and here are my thoughts on it. I don't need to do an extensive intro. You guys know the drill at this point. I reference this song whenever I cry. I'll be like, Alexa, play Cry Baby by Pennyboard, because I cry a lot. I think from a lyrical standpoint, this might be my favorite on the EP, because first of all, I relate to it, and second of all, I feel like there aren't a lot of songs about this kind of thing, at least that I've heard. Link me in the comments songs about being a crybaby. I'll get to this point later on in the video, but I wish I could scream, like scream, because this song has like a kind of scream part in it, but it's not like a scream. I just think it'd be kind of funny to go from like, oh, pop punk, crybaby to one day I'll figure this out. I think you guys got my point with that. I'm sick. I shouldn't even be screaming right now, let alone singing. As I was taking my notes, I realized that probably wouldn't even sound good. I don't know, it was just a thought that I had. Trigger warning for suicide. I will put a timestamp right here that you can skip to if you don't want to hear me talk about it. Not to be blunt, but are the lyrics, I know I'm ready to go and no, I don't want to go, about suicide? The next line after no, I don't want to go is I just need to cope. I would think that would mean I just need to cope with my living situation and what I'm going through right now. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to assume that kind of thing because that is a very heavy topic, but that's how I interpret it. But then at the same time, it would also make the first verse not make sense because it says, don't take my hand, I told you I'll be alright. I don't know, that's just what I assumed it was, but then the first verse would make no sense if that's what it meant. I don't know. This is me trying to be smart. Fun fact about this song, this is the second song that I had ever covered with my microphone. It was gonna be the first. I was like bouncing back and forth between this song and Coma by Taylor Acorn, but I just couldn't figure out like gain and how far away to stand from the mic, so I just did whatever I could that day. So this is the second song that I covered with my microphone. I don't know, I thought that was a neat fun fact. I really like that Crybaby and Karma are back to back on the EP. Like it's a instant mood switch from sadness to anger. This song is my overall favorite song on the EP, and it will probably always be my favorite Pennyboard song. I love this song so much. If you're new to my channel, if you don't know me, if you found this video randomly, I am very sentimental about the first song that releases by an artist after I become a fan of them. And this is technically that song for me, but this is also the song that made me a fan. Because I like vibed with Cherry Chapstick and Conversations, but the song that really hooked me in was Karma, but it wasn't out yet. It was while Faith was teasing it on TikTok. So I don't know, like, where does that stand? Like, is this the first release, or would Crybaby be my first release as a fan? I'm not sure. I'm sticking with this one though. My opinion is this is the first song that released when I was a fan of Pennyboard. I think I did like a half-assed scream kind of thing when I covered this song. I don't know what it is with Pennyboard songs and me wanting to scream, but for some reason when I sang the second pre-chorus, I went, quit saving face and take your grade, just admit you're fake, or something like that. Admit you're fake! I kind of wish I didn't do that, I don't know. Shut up, I know! Sorry, my blood sugar's high. It's fine, I just ate. I want to cover this one again. I think this is the only Pennyboard song that I didn't cover with like a good microphone. My Conversations cover is a little questionable because I recorded that in the studio at school, and for some reason the microphone is weird. It's hard to explain. I recorded my Karma cover with just the microphone from this camera. I didn't do any like audio editing or production, or I didn't even put compression on it. I didn't know what compression was when I covered this song. A lyric that hits me kind of hard is go ahead and apologize for the 1,000th time. Go ahead and apologize for the 1,000th time. I apologize for breathing the wrong way. So the last note I had for this song is when Faith was teasing the song on TikTok, I thought they were like teasing it mid-chorus. So I thought there'd be a little bit more to the chorus before the I'll forgive but I won't forget part. So it kind of shocked me when I first heard the song. Now that I've listened to it a lot more, it makes sense. I feel like it'd be too much chorus if there was a couple more lines before that, but it just kind of felt weird to me when I first listened to it. Faith describes this song as a pop song. Faith, I love you, but this is not a pop song. I consider it to be like alt pop, alternative pop, but it is not just straight pop. At least in my opinion, I don't know. I refuse to believe that the first lyric is keep me locked up. I don't hear that. At first I heard keep me mugged up, but first of all that makes no sense, and second of all I don't hear that now, but I don't hear the word locked there. I think that's my brain and my ears do a stupid thing where sometimes I'll be listening to music and there'll be a couple lyrics where I just don't hear anything. It's not like I mishear it. I mean, I did mishear it, but like, if I were to cover this song, I'd have to ask the artist or band, like, hey, can you send me the lyrics? Because there isn't even a word that I could put there that would be correct or wrong. There's nothing. If there's one thing about me, I fucking love glitchy parts in music. Think I'd rather be I love that so much. I love that so much. This song was so hard to cover, and I'm also realizing that a majority of this video is just me talking about my covers of these songs, but whatever. Apparently I talked about this in my Not a Toy video. Maybe I was talking about nervous. It's not singing. It's like speaky singing, like a little bit of melodic speaking, which is basically what singing is, but it's different. Faith, I think their natural tone of voice is obviously higher than Branson's, but very close to mine. So it was a little bit easier for me to do that, but it made me uncomfortable because, like I said, it's technically singing, but it's not. Remember earlier when I said, I'll get to that later in the video when talking about screaming? We're not gonna talk about the scream I did in this cover. I mean, we are, but like, normally in my album reviews or my videos where I talk about my covers, I'll be like, oh, I did this in my cover, and then I'll insert the clip from the cover. I'm not doing that with this. I am ashamed and embarrassed by that terrible attempt of a scream. Here's the thing, I'll throw some context at you. The night that I recorded my Pills for Brains cover, I was listening to music and I was just kind of playing around with my voice. I think the first song that like triggered it for me was Antidote by Not a Toy. Every life was a dime, I could buy a house, buy a car, buy a watch, but I can never buy a new heart. Basically I did that and I'm like, whoa, that kind of felt like screaming. So then I listened to Chemical Warfare by Cemetery Sun and I'm like, whoa, I like did it. At least I think I did it. So then I posted a video on my Instagram story, tagged my vocal coach, and he was basically like, dude, you did it. I have never really known how to feel about that melody in Pills for Brains. Stitch me up and roll the dice. Stitch me back and roll the dice. Like, I don't like that personally. I'm like, oh, I want to scream that. I think that'd be cool to scream instead. When Josh told me that I literally just screamed, I'm like, oh, I can scream now. Let's do it in my cover. Let's say my screaming needs some work. And unfortunately, I feel like my cover ruined how I feel about this song because it's not that I don't like the song, but I always skip it when it comes on because it just makes me think about my cover. And honestly, if I didn't scream in it, it'd be really good. Like, I was really proud of every other part of that cover except for the scream. So it's like, ah! So I thought that this song looped really well, and I think Faith told me that they don't even know if they did that on purpose. But what I realized is that the transitions between the songs on this EP are like very blunt, but in a good way. Like, they don't fade into each other, but in a way it makes it like really cool because it's that way with all of the songs. So if you listen to this EP on shuffle, the transition like still works. Like, it's cool, I guess. Is somebody at my door? Hi, Mr. Man. Mr. Man says hello. Don't focus on me, focus on the cat. Oh, you're so cute. That's my baby boy. First of all, fucking love the chorus. Second of all, I feel like the verses show off a part of Faith's voice that they haven't shown before. Like, am I missing something, or have they never used their lower register in a song like this? And I love it. My cat is sitting right here, so now I just want to pet him instead of doing what I'm supposed to. And here's the thing, I love the way that Faith sounds in the verses. Do you want me to pick you up? But I can't comprehend the words in the verses. You know what I was talking about earlier when I was like, my ears and my brain are not computing and they cannot even think of words to fill in there? That happened with the verses of this song. Faith, send me the lyrics, because I've already covered a majority of this EP. I might as well cover the last two songs. I can't do this. You have to get down. I love you, But we can't snuggle, I'm recording a video. Faith, no offense, but I refuse to believe this is the first song you've ever written. This is good! I mean, on one hand, I don't pay very close attention to lyrics because I'm very surface level when it comes to lyrics. I'm not good at analysis. One time my vocal coach assumed that I was a lyrics person, and I have literally asked this man what the songs on his album were about for a school project, so I have no clue where he got that. I mean, just in general, if you're releasing a body of work and you decide to include the first song you've ever written, it has to be good. Adding on to me not being able to analyze, that's the fucking word, oh my god. I don't understand the point of view of the chorus. I don't want to talk about how small you feel when I shout. Like, is that supposed to be in the point of view of another person? Because then they immediately say, I would kill to end it all and walk away clean. So, is that supposed to be like a switch in point of view? I don't understand that. And this is not me trying to be like negative or like say anything bad. It's literally me not understanding. Because at the end of the song they say, it's time to talk about how small I feel when you shout. Which makes sense. But I don't understand the rest of the song. I absolutely love the very end where Faith goes into like head voice falsetto, or just head voice? Probably just head voice on the word clean. Faith leaked part of this one on TikTok, and I talked about this in my Not a Toy video. It kind of like, it's like there's one song that we hadn't heard from the EP. You don't have to get into the chair. I don't like cat scratches on my back. I mean, it's not like they leaked the whole thing, but it's like with the number of songs that were already out compared to the number of songs on the EP, it was like kind of, This is very Disney Channel original movie core. If Pennyboard were a Disney Channel original movie, they would be Camp Rock. And I've never even watched that movie, but I just feel like I get those vibes from them. I definitely like the verses way more than the chorus. I feel like the chorus, I don't mean this in a necessarily negative way, but I feel like the lyrics of the chorus are kind of corny. But like, I think first of all, Faith said that's what they're going for. And I don't necessarily mean corny in a bad way, but corny in like a, this is real, this is me, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be kind of way. It's corny in a way that makes sense. If that makes any sense. I posted about this on TikTok, but if you saw my Big Time Rush video, we're bringing back the mic thing. But here's the thing, there are 3 ways that Faith could go about doing it. What? As? What? If? What? If? What? If? As? If? But technically, I don't think Faith would have to pick one, because I think it would take 4 times saying what if as if for them to do all 3 of those methods that I just did, and they definitely do that in the song, so that's also an option. This is so random, but does anyone actually say the word undertow? I don't know what that word means. All I know is Numb by Linkin Park, Closer by Sleeping with Sirens, and What If As If by Pennyboard. Undertow. I love the way that this song fades out in the end. I feel like it's like a great way to like close up the album. So for my overall thoughts, I already mentioned this, but I'm a little disappointed with the amount of singles there were versus the amount of songs that were actually on the EP. I can't say much about that though, because I don't know what goes into the process of releasing music, writing, and building this whole project. So from a listener standpoint, it's disappointing, but from someone who at least tries to understand the music industry, I get it. But besides that, I'm absolutely in love with everything about this EP. The aesthetics, the lyrics, the sounds, melodics, melodies, how about? The instrumentals, like I mentioned before, the transitions in between the songs, the title track and how it matches with the vibe of the EP. I feel like this EP tells a story, and for my numbskull, I feel like it tells it pretty well. So overall, I would give this a 4.75 out of 5. Yeah, we're going into quarter number ratings. Also, I say out of 5 instead of out of 10 because this is an EP, so it's shorter than an album, so I figured it'd make sense. I think docking a half point because of my earlier mentioned disappointment in the amount of singles versus the amount of songs on the EP, I think that's kind of mean. I think that's kind of too much, so I docked a quarter point. And that was my thoughts on What If As If by Pennyboard. I haven't even been listening to them for that long, but I feel like a proud friend. I don't know, I'm so proud of Faith for releasing this project. I'm sure they spent a lot of time working on it and a lot of effort working on it, so please go check it out and check out Pennyboard in general. And I think that is it for this video. If you like this video, like it, comment down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that crazy, wacky, weird, amazing, fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I never know how to end these things.